ourselves, how we cope in an emergency or a challenge. What is it that you are taking forward as your life lesson, do you think, from this last 8
I may forget after a few months. Because
life will go back to the normal.
yes, because we may have saved a little money, for not going out and all that. But then people gave me certain sites and all, so I spend money on that.
Fantastic. What about you? I'm going to put you on the spot.
I've learned that things can change at any moment, so you have to adapt to the circumstances.
I think that's a big point, because we humans have this fallacy that we like to focus on, that we think we are in charge of our own lives. We really like to believe that, and we carry on our life as if that is true. And what that does then, when something really unexpected comes, we are not prepared for it. One of my clients gave me a very good saying, which I share with all my other clients. He said, if you want to make God laugh, make plans. So it's good to make plans.
Yes.
I'm not saying you should not make plans.
Yeah.
But be aware that things may change which are outside your control, because somebody up there, whether there's God or whatever you want to believe in, or the universe, can change your plans in a minute.
Yes.
But if you're going to get completely overwhelmed by that, then that's going to stop you from functioning. But if you say, okay, wow, this is not what I was planning to do, I was actually going left, and this is telling me I can only turn right now, that flexibility that you talked about, that allows you to adapt, and that's a fantastic thing to be able to take forward. And that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the sayings. Personally, I think there's one other saying that's applicable to this last 18
Yeah.
months. When you know you're going through hell, keep going.
Exactly.
That's a good one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So those are these are the kind of things. I mean, I think what is important for us to think about, that how we deal with it is very much determined by the kind of thought processes we have regarding that situation. And one of the things, it was that if you saw the topic of today's session was mindfulness, mindfulness through the pandemic. So what is mindfulness? This is the actual definition of mindfulness as proposed by Zawadzki. It's awareness that arises through paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally. Okay? So let's test this. I'm gonna give you a test. I'm gonna ask all of you to close your eyes. Okay? And I want you to just let your thoughts come as they are arising. Just be aware of the thoughts. You don't need to share any of them. So if they're embarrassing or awful, you don't need to share any of that. You just notice the thoughts. And when I tell you to stop, I want you to just keep an account in your mind how many thoughts you think you've had during that period. Okay? How many thoughts you've had? How many thoughts have come to you? Random thoughts. It could be, I'm feeling hungry now, I hope Shika finishes soon. Or it could be, I forgot I have a dental appointment tomorrow. Whatever the thought is, doesn't matter. Don't judge the thoughts, just become aware. So if you start now, and I'll tell you to stop in about 1.5 minutes. Okay? Just notice that you have thoughts all the time, and just see if you can keep attention on how many thoughts you've had during this 1.5 minutes. 30 seconds so far. Coming up to 1 minute. Seconds left. Okay, can open your eyes. So, how many of you had thoughts in this last 1.5 minutes? Anybody had thoughts? Lots of people had thoughts? Okay. How many on average do you think you had?
12.
12?
Different.
Okay. Well, did anybody else manage to count them? No? How many do you think you had?
I think I had something like 29 or 28.
Wow, you're very active.
Very good.
Brain. Well,
You deserve a clap.
Oh my God, it's the first.
29
Oh,
years.
yeah. Only 2 thoughts. Okay. So you can see we have thoughts in our head all the time, but most of the time we are not paying attention to all the thoughts. Yeah? Okay. Next question. How many of those thoughts, give me a percentage, how many of those thoughts related to things that have already happened?
All
All of them? Okay.
carry forward.
You think for most of them were the past? Okay. How
Most of them was
Future.
future, more on future.
Yeah.
Okay. How many have thoughts that related to the present of what we are doing as this? You did. Fantastic. Okay. Who else had thoughts on the present? You did. Okay.
All
You did.
I think I
Okay.
had one, yeah.
Right. Because this is what basically what mindfulness is saying. That if you think about it, the past, what has gone, and the future, what is yet to happen, we actually have no control on either of the situations whatsoever. Yet, most of the time, if you ever paid attention to your thoughts, the vast majority of your thoughts relate to these two, the past and the future.
Yes, we forget to live in the moment.
Exactly. So by living in the past and the future, what's happening is you're worrying about what's gone in the past. Oh, I can't believe that. I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I did that. And you're worrying, you're getting stressed. Or you're worried about what's yet to come and you're getting stressed about that. But those two things, situations cannot be changed. You said about control. Somebody mentioned, I think Anirban said about taking control back. The only part of our life we have complete control over is only the present moment. Yet we actually spend very little time in the present moment. Yeah, and that's where the stress comes from. The only bit of your life you can control is the here and now. Because any one moment you can decide, right, I'm going to do this or not do this. Other thing is about being non-judgmental. When we have the thoughts, we often tell ourselves off for, oh, I should not be thinking this way, or this is not good, or that is not good. So how do we stay in the present? Well, I'll teach you a simple exercise which involves a bit of breathing. Any other questions or comments?
I just want to say thank you.
Oh, who wants
It was
to?
an excellent talk, and I think it's a good opportunity for us all to share what was in our mind, but you don't get the opportunity to always share.
Exactly, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we always
So I
feel
think
we are
it was an
living in
excellent-
isolation and we don't
excellent
realize others are
opportunity,
feeling and thinking the same way as I am. So it's
And
always
then
helpful.
it sort of reassurance as well, you're not alone. There are
Exactly.
other people who are
Absolutely.
feeling exactly the same, which gives
Yeah.
you a lot of power inside.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Shikadi.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you all for
you.
listening.
Big
Thank
clap
you.
for you.
Thank you very much. What was the need for all of this?
It's a little.
We are very proud to say that our last meeting being chaired by our young chair who is here. Can you please tell your name and give a little description of yourself to all the people, because you chaired the last meeting and he's here.
The meeting was fine. I think it was a good opportunity for everyone to talk to each other, and I think it was a good meeting. Everyone could be quite open about their childhood, and I think just a good opportunity for everyone to talk to each
Thank
other.
you very much. Thank you.
And
And your name?
my name's Irish Mukabaktai, and I'm going into year 9 next year.
We also had Raghu on that day. Raghu, do you want to introduce yourself, please, to us?
So my name is Raghu. I thought the meeting was a nice opportunity for everyone to speak to each other and share their experiences. And it was quite informal and didn't feel too serious. So I think it was a good opportunity for everyone.
Thank you very much. So that's all for now. So hopefully we'll meet again next month, 18th September.